This comment says that they're both attempts to control and have direction in a chaotic world, talking about wellness grifters and evangelical Christianity and Christian nationalism. I actually think it's deeper than that. I actually think they're both about a fear of death. I actually think that Maha operates like a religion, and it promises you that if you have the right supplements, you're basically going to live forever. And evangelicalism says that you are, especially the prosperity gospel version, like the one that my mom likes, is that like if you pray enough, you're just going to be healed all the time. And then when you die, you're going to go to heaven anyway. So there's this like prolonging or putting off of death, and also this kind of idea that like you're never really going to have to experience it. They both operate like religions, like high control religions. Like when I tell my mother I'm sick, which I don't do anymore, but if I tell her that I have a cold or whatever, she will immediately start trying to sell me supplements and want to pray with me, both of those things. And she doesn't see them as contradictory. If I ask her about death, she won't discuss it with me. My grandmother is 96. If I suggest that she might die soon, she gets really upset with me. My grandmother doesn't, my mother does. And, you know, my dad died, and so I've had a parent die. We weren't close, but I'm concerned that she will die and not have any arrangements for after her death. And so I've asked her, like, what are your wishes? You know, what would you like me to do? We're not even really that close anymore, but it's important to me. And she won't talk about it. She won't discuss it with me. She acts like it's offensive that I would ask her that. And that's personal to my mother, but I don't think it's unique. And I think if we are to accept the reality that we get sick and that we die, that feels too scary. And it feels safer in some way to believe that actually people don't die of cancer if they take the right supplements, and actually you'll never really die. You'll go to heaven if you say the right prayer. Like all high demand religions though, what it actually does is produces a different kind of anxiety, because now you have to do it right. And if you do get sick, or someone does die that's like a faithful person in your mind, that really rocks that belief system. And so you're constantly in this state of hypervigilance. You're constantly in the state of like trying to pray enough, trying to take the right supplements, looking for the panacea. It puts all this pressure, right? Puts all this pressure on you to have to get it right. And I remember feeling that way. I remember feeling like, yeah, I know I'm technically saved, but like, I'm also supposed to be saving other people. And if I don't do that well, God's not going to be happy with me. And maybe I won't be saved enough. And I also remember feeling like I had to keep taking all the right supplements. And even if they didn't work, like, and I like some supplements. This isn't to say you should never take an herbal or plant medicine, but even if they didn't work, I would not allow myself to accept that, because I had put so much faith in these things working. And I was scared what it would mean if I didn't know what would help me.